Rinki, you are from Odisha.
Yes, sir. I'm from Orissa, Ganjam district.
Excellent. Berhampur, Ganjam district. Good, good. What is the capital of your state?
So, the capital of our state, Orissa, is Bhubaneswar.
Uh-huh. Who is the chief minister there?
The chief minister is Shri Naveen Patnaik.
Naveen Patnaik. Since when he has been a chief minister of this state?
So, he is the chief minister of our state. So, I don't remember exactly, but I don't want to give a wrong answer. But I predict it's 2000.
Oh, maybe roughly from 2000 he has been chief minister. That's what you feel.
Yes, sir.
Okay, no problem, no issues. Which college did you study, Rinki?
Sir, my graduation was from, so actually I'm a BTech graduate. So, my BTech graduation is from Rollaton Institute of Technology.
Oh,
So the Biju Patnaik University of Technology, which is a recognized affiliated university of Odisha.
excellent, excellent. I think this Biju Patnaik you are talking about is father of your present chief minister.
Yes, sir, exactly, sir.
Oh, excellent, excellent. I think in the earlier days they were interested in, say, industrialization and all. They had some Kalinga industries and all that. You may not know that. I know that because I was there in West Bengal at that time, around 70s. Anyhow, nice. What is your degree?
So my degree is BTech graduation in Electronics and Communication Engineering branch.
Electronics and Communication Engineering branch. I think this is an area which is preferred by many students nowadays. What is the reason that many people prefer ECE? Is there any special reason for that?
Yes, sir. It's a special branch and is preferred by many of the students because it is about communication. And now the entire world, I can say, depends upon the communication. And this is the branch where communication is developed and is more organized in the I can say a cord is there, a bridge is there by which we can develop this communication through technology.
Oh.
So everyone is excited to learn by what technology we are able to improve that.
Good, good, good. So you mean to say that ECE being a communication oriented area, more people are after it. But normally I used to get another answer that this is a field when you study, you can join into core field and also into what is the other one, say IT industry. That's, I mean, that is also one reason, you know, why many boys and girls they prefer this. Is it not? Yeah, yeah. Good, good, good. Excellent. When did you complete your degree, please?
So my graduation, so I have completed my graduation in 2014 in the month of May.
Oh, just now you completed.
Yes, sir.
Acha. Was campus recruitment was there in your college?
So actually I was not in that reputed college, so I didn't get an opportunity to place what I have learned in my BTech career. So and added to that, when I was in my third year of BTech course, I was a bit inclined towards the banking sector. So
Oh.
I preferred immediately after completing my BTech, I started preparing for the banking exams and now I have cleared two of the exams.
Good, good, good. You cleared, that means clerical as well as probationary officer.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Excellent, excellent. Are you clear that you are eligible to join as a probationary officer?
Yes, sir.
Or in other words, do you feel that you will fit into that role? What is expected of you, say from a probationary officer? Do you possess all those skills or expectations of the management? Can you fulfill them?
Yes, sir. I hope I'll fulfill all the criteria because firstly they look at the leadership skills, the team working skills, the analytical skills, which I possess because as I'm a BTech graduate, I'm likely to face the situations in my day-to-day life, like the problem solving skills, the analytical, the kind a solution can be approached to a problem. That things I have dealt with in my day-to-day situations. So I think I'm fit for this job. Not even, it's not the best candidate, I'm the right candidate for this job.
Good, good. I really appreciate you when you say, though I am not the best candidate, I am a right candidate. That has a lot of meaning. Very good. What is your father?
PSU, UBNPC Limited. It is a Orissa Bridge Construction Corporation Limited. It's a state government company.
Oh, it's a state government public sector undertaking. You said you used the word public sector undertaking. Can you please tell me what is a PSU?
The public sector undertaking is a company, I can say, where the maximum stake is with the government. Like more than 51% stake is with the government.
Exactly. The second one is right. More than 51% capital is held by the government. Good, good.
The government.
You see, initially when telephone system and all were introduced, they were all under public sector only BSNL or MTNL and all. Nowadays we have say Airtel, Aircel, Reliance, so many people offering say not only landline but also other cell phone services. So what do you think about the service being offered by the private sector and the public sector, say telecom companies?
Oh, pardon sir, but I'm not clear about the question.
And the question is, you have say private sector IT telecom companies, public sector telecom companies. Public sector means BSNL, you know.
Yes sir.
So how do you rate the service being offered by these two type of companies?
The rating is a very, I can say it is a very official basis, because the rating is done by some rating agencies. And
Now I'm not asking about the rating being done by others. How do you rate? How do you feel about the service being rendered by private sector as well as public sector? Do you have an occasion to use both services, or were you using both services earlier or have you heard from others talking about private sector and public sector of this what is that, say telecommunication?
yes sir, exactly sir. Sir, I have
This is listen, this is a very tricky question. Questions like this only one has to be very careful while answering, so that you do not get yourself trapped, you know. This is similar to the question on, say, what are your weaknesses?
Okay sir, okay sir.
So
Yes,
I don't know how you are going to manage this. See, can you explain what impressions have you gained about service rendered by public sector as well as private sector telecom companies?
Okay sir. Sir, if on the basis of services rendered, then it's a preferable thing to have a private sector company, because they have a kind of not a clean factor by the way of the terms they claim. That is the kind of service they provide. So private sector companies are in their place, and public sector companies are in their place. Both stand at known positions. So it depends on how a person approached it. How they actually the telling, I can't
No, this type of an answer will land you into problem, in that they may cross question you about, say, now you are joining public sector undertaking, say public sector, do you mean to say that you will also be rendering not a good service, or is it that the service rendered by public sector banks are not good? Like that, you may be landing up into problems. But of course you are true when you say that service rendered in telecommunication is different from service rendered in what is that, say banking sector. Banking sector service is different, so that way it is okay. I don't know how to, in fact I asked you this question, even I am confused how to answer this. May I suggest this way? Sir, I don't have accounts, I do not have dealings with public sector, what is that, telecom companies. Right now in my house I have only this phone, where I find we are very happy about the service being rendered by them. Or if you have only BSNL phone in your house, then you can say I don't have any experience with the private sector as far as telecommunication is concerned. And I would say, even based on reports, the service rendered by BSNL and public sectors are really competitive and they do a good job. I mean, you have to play very carefully. Could you follow what I said?
Yes sir, exactly sir. This should be the answer I should give, and at this point I will keep in mind.
Yeah. Now, I mean, this type of questions are, I mean, one has to be very careful, because thereafter the interview will go on only in this direction, you know. So that's why, anyhow, you answered what was there in your mind. Very nice. I'm happy about that. Then did you take up some training for writing this exam, or you wrote by your own preparation?
Sir, frankly speaking, I was looking for a coaching class which can render a good service, but I didn't get a proper place. I can say it is about Barampur where I didn't get a opportunity to grab any good coaching classes. So immediately after my BTech, I took out the syllabus from the net and started preparing for different books like the RS for maths, RN for reasoning, and general awareness.
What is that for reasoning? Sorry, reasoning. What is that book?
The reasoning for RN book.
Arrogant. Yeah. Good. You are right. Then English.
And English, general awareness, banking awareness, and the computer section, I totally relied on net. And also the practice set.
Which one? BSc.
Internet,
Huh?
Internet.
From the internet. Good. In fact, I myself would have posted lot of things in my www.sbank.in. Very nice. Good. So you prepared like that, and you did not undergo any training also.
No, sir.
For that, I will say your delivery is good. Then how many questions did you answer in the written test?
Sir, in written test and IELTS PO exam,
Yeah.
I attempted 112 questions, and then IELTS clerk interview, I attended 160 questions.
Excellent.
The accuracy, I expect the accuracy was 90 to 95% because the questions I was not sure is not clicking at all. And if, as we know that no one is a perfectionist, so I hope that in general awareness and banking awareness part, I may have done some part wrongly, and it would have drawn me to some 2 to 3 marks or hardly around that.
Oh, good.
Around 5 marks.
Yeah.
6% of that.
Good. That's right. So you are keen about joining in a bank?
Yes, sir.
Are you keen about joining public sector bank only, or is it okay you join a private sector bank also?
No, sir. Actually, presently I am planning to join a bank when I get the first opportunity because immediately after my studies I am planning for doing something which will fulfill my dream, added to that which will serve the people, and bank is a sector which will fulfill both of this. So either a public sector bank or a private sector bank, I will be able to render my services at equal level, and if the opportunity I get fast, I'll join there. And it is sure that I'm going to get a public sector bank.
Good. I'm happy. Yeah, good. This is the answer I expected. Your answer that you are okay with private sector is not wrong, but that should be underplayed.
Okay.
That should be told with a lesser degree of importance, whereas you give more importance for what is this public sector. The reasons you can quote is that number one, public sector banks offer a scope for say getting posting anywhere in the country, where as a woman maybe after marriage I may need to be posted to another place. Then also public sector under banks offers more scope for growth and other things remaining constant that you can't use. But I understand also public sector and banks offer career growth and or say to a large extent they take care of the needs of the officer employees, women officer employees also. You can say like that, For example, in the case of women officer employees, whatever needs they are required, they need after marriage and all, like maternity leave and all, probably a public sector bank may be willing to give it happily rather than private sector. I have no say statistics to say this way or that way, but normally this is what the case about. So you have to manage it very tactfully.
Yes, sir. Sir, if the top question here is why, don't you think that there is a scope of career growth in private sector banks, then what should be my answer?
What is your father?
Sir, if the top question is...
No, I understand. I am coming to that question. Please tell me, what is your father?
Sir?
What is your father? What is he doing?
Sir, he is the accountant.
Oh, he is an accountant in some place. Yeah. Okay. Now the question is, why you want to join public sector is a very important question, and I mean, you cannot say I am not in favor of private sector. So at the same time, as you say, sir, while I may be willing to get into any bank that offers me service initially, maybe private or public, I have applied initially for public sector, and I am hopeful of getting into the public sector banks. I have written well, and I have prepared well for the interview also, so I am sure I will be getting it. Something like that you can say. And you must be very careful to say you are not against say public or private sector. Say now you can tell them basically I am in need of a job, so whatever bank that offers me scope initially, I may like to take it as my career and rise up in the hierarchy.
Yes, sir.
Maybe like that. It's not that the answer I have given you is right, but that's how we have to manage. Unfortunately I'm asking all tough questions for you, that questions which require more of thinking and answering.
Okay, sir. Okay,
yeah,
sir. Okay.
So that way.
This one I'll keep in mind while answering in the interview.
Yeah, good. Now, regarding banks, what do you know? Can you tell me? Because you are an engineering student, I don't want to ask questions with which you are not comfortable. Please tell me about banks. What do you know? What banks are doing?
Starting with what is a bank, it is a legal financial institution whose main purpose is to accept deposits from the public and give and also lend the public in terms of loans and advances. And also bank has its own categorization like that of central bank, development bank, commercial bank, scheduled bank. It has its own categorization.
I'm sorry. I lost track. Can you please repeat the last sentence?
It has its own categorization. That is the central bank, which is the RBI, and then the commercial bank, the scheduled bank, the development bank. So the bank also has the categorization according to the purpose it fulfills in the society.
Good. No, okay. You are going very much in detail, but probably my suggestion will be about banking. What you know means it's only functions of banks. Invariably, what is expected is functions of banks. Possibly an outline of banking system in India, like you have say public sector banks, private sector banks being present. You don't have to mention about the RBI at this stage. RBI is a separate supervisory authority, so that's a separate role. So banking means accepting deposits from the public with a view to making advances to the public. That's okay. That definition is correct. Then we have both private sector and public sector. Banks also undertake other ancillary functions like hiring lockers, then issue of travelers checks, issue of they also issue debit cards, credit cards, and they also undertake insurance business, something like that you can add. So here what you are supposed to tell is the functions of banks. The same thing can be put in any way. Could you follow what I said? Because once you go into commercial bank, development banks, even as a banker who has served in the bank for 31 years, I am little confused.
Yes, sir. Okay,
so
sir.
Don't get into those details. Don't get into those details. Get into practicality, like banks accept deposits, banks make advances, banks also give lockers, banks do insurance business, then they give you debit cards, credit cards, and they transfer funds from one place to another. Something like that, broadly you can tell. That will do, I think so. Could you follow?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah, can you please try telling me once again, briefly, what you are expecting? Let me again rephrase the questions. What do you know about banks? What banks are doing?
The bank is a legal financial institution whose main purpose is to accept deposits from the public and render them in the form of loans and advances. There are public sector banks and private sector banks in general, and banks also provide the ancillary services like that of the locker facilities, provision of credit cards and debit cards to the customers, etc.
Good. Etc. is not required. In the interview stage, we are not supposed to use etc.
Okay.
I might have used unknowingly, but when you talk, probably it reveals impatience. You don't have to mention everything, just tell briefly. Okay? So the basic problem, you must have seen my first video on interview. Did you watch the first video on interview?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. See, it's not that we have to know everything. We have to know what we know. We must also be knowing what we do not know. That's all. As simple as that. Even after working in a bank for 32 years and after being in the teaching for so many years, there may be some factors with which I am not familiar. So that's not a mistake. But I know what I know, I also know what I don't know. So that is how we have to look at it. Good, you told about banking nicely. What is priority sector advance?
Priority sector advance are those advances given by the bank, mainly to the weaker sections of the society or the poor sections of the society.
Yeah, no, but you can add some more point also. Advances being made to agriculture and also to small businessmen. Likewise, you can add. I think I have posted a blog on that also with a PowerPoint also. Say some 40% of the total advances should be given to the priority sector, and say out of that, 18% should go to the agriculture, 10% should go to the small industries or small services. Likewise, some details are there. Please go through that and get to know that fully.
Yes, actually I have read about it, but
Forgotten.
I forgot to tell, but I am noting those points in interview. I will surely add this point.
Yeah, you please get to, you can improve this point. If at all you get this question, you can improve. Very good.
Yes.
What is meant by foreign exchange?
So foreign exchange is, so with this concept I am not so adequate.
Right. Foreign exchange, if you don't know, you say I don't know. Foreign exchange means conversion of Indian rupee into foreign currency or conversion of foreign currency into Indian rupees.
Yes,
So whenever we are one minute, some call is coming, kindly hold on. Hello. Hello, who is speaking please? Ashwin, acha. Yeah, I will be calling you after about say 15-20 minutes. I am on a call with another candidate. I will call you certainly today. Maybe I am not, I would have forgotten. No problem. Today this number is there. Immediately I will call you. Probably now, right now it is 6:15. Probably by 6:40 you must get a call from me. Thank you. Yes. There's some other boy from, say, what is that? Lucknow. Good. I was telling you about foreign exchange. I suggest foreign exchange is conversion of this. For example, when India we are exporting from India, we get foreign exchange. Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes.
And that foreign exchange we have to use for buying commodities or things, services from abroad. India's major imports are, say, our crude oil. And I think nearly 60% of our imports are from crude oil, and for which we require a lot of dollars and all that. And also, that is a point that is to be remembered. So, if you don't know, you can say, sorry sir, I am not, I don't know. There is nothing wrong about that, because we are not supposed to know everything, you know. Good. Let me come to your subject, ECE. Which subject you like very much? Tell me.
So in my entire BTech career, my favorite subject was that of basic electronics, because it was the only subject which grabbed the entire fundamentals or the basics of the of my branch.
Oh, can you please, which subject?
So basic electronics.
Basic electronics. What is basic electronics? Can you? I am a layman. I don't know. Can you please explain to me what is basic electronics?
Yes, sir. So basic electronics is everything about the fundamentals of electronics, like on what chip the electronic devices are made, how the entire design is made, how the architecture is designed upon it, and how the material will last longer. So these things are roughly included in that subject, and it includes mainly, as I said, the name suggests, it is everything about the basics, and the collective data is given in a single subject.
Oh, good. Excellent. Let me come to one of question from your subject. Work function is the maximum energy required by the fastest electron at 0K to escape from the metal surface. Is it true or false?
So can you again repeat the
Question. Work function is the maximum energy required by the fastest electron at 0K to escape from the metal surface.
So I hope the
true. You want to say it's true, but its answer is given as work function is the minimum energy required by the fastest electron at 0k to escape from metal surface. It's false.
Like the minimum energy required.
Yeah, false. I'm sorry. No, no problem. I'm not an expert, but I'm giving from what is available in the net only. The most commonly used semiconductor material is what?
The most commonly used semiconductor material is silicon.
Excellent. You told that correctly. Very good, very good. Now let me, not that my intention is to test your knowledge. In fact, I normally ask questions like say broadband, then Wi-Fi, then repeaters. Can you tell me what is a repeater?
So repeaters are the devices which are used in a communication line mainly to extract the noise out of it so that the line can be more clear and can be flawless.
I'm sorry, you're wrong. Repeaters are instruments used to say take the Wi-Fi current internet to some other longer distance.
Okay, sir. Actually, then I may not be recalling the exact concept. So,
Yeah.
better to leave the question in the
No, not that way. Whatever we are asking is only basic things. We don't know very much in detail. See, I am facing shortage of say internet in my another room. So I was just thinking how to solve it. Then somebody told me, sir, there is a concept known as repeaters. If you buy that and put it, it will be there. But then I have not implemented it. That's why I know it. That's why I'm telling you. Good. Yeah. Now please tell me the usefulness of Facebook. Is Facebook useful for day-to-day life or it's a luxury?
Sir, I can't say it on a broad basis because I get it to personal basis. I have got a lot of good things out of Facebook because the thing I am saying that I have used the internet for doing my subject, for studying my subject. The entire thing I have done from Facebook. I have gone to the groups, the important groups that the Facebook is holding, the important pages. I have liked those pages, collected the information, the day-to-day news, and also we have pages like the newspaper, the Times of India, the Economic Times. These pages are also available on the Facebook, so we can directly access it and get the right out of it. So it entirely depends on how a person can use it, especially a youth.
Good.
Emphasis on the youth.
Yeah.
How he or she uses it.
Yeah.
Depends entirely on it.
Excellent. I think you hold a correct view. Now, which bank do you have an account?
Sir, I have a savings bank account in Canada Bank.
Canada Bank. Is it nearer to your house?
Yes, it's very near to our home.
Very good. Where is headquarters of Canada Bank?
The Canada Bank headquarters is in Bangalore.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir, I'm sure.
What is the nickname for Bengaluru?
Sir, nickname for Bangalore is Bangalore because recently
No, I'm sorry. What are the other names by which Bengaluru is referred to? Like say our Jaipur is called as Pink City.
Sir, the Bangalore is called the electronic capital of India, or it is called the electronic city.
Silicon City.
Yes, sir.
It is called a Silicon City. Another way by which it is called is say Garden of India.
Okay, sir.
It's a Garden of India. That's also another thing. Very good. Acha, Bhubaneswar. I remember I came to Cuttack. From Cuttack, okay, Bhubaneswar. Have you visited Puri temple in your place?
Yes, sir. I have visited that place.
What is the name of the god?
Sir, Jagannath, the Lord who is there is Lord Jagannath.
Puri Lord Jagannath. Is there any female goddess in that place? I'm not sure. That's why I'm asking.
Yes, sir. Also there is a female goddess is Lakshmi.
Oh, acha.
There is a temple for it.
There's a temple for that also. Good. I remember, And have you ever visited Konark temple also?
No, sir, I have not visited, but my parents have visited, so I have only seen the temple in photographs, not in there.
Excellent. That's good. Have you ever visited Cuttack?
Sir?
Cuttack.
Sir, Cuttack I have seen only for once.
Ah.
For staying at my relative's house, I have not covered many of the places.
Good. Because I had been to Cuttack for about a month or so long back, and I was in a college, Ravanshaw College, taking classes for banks. That's okay. Now, what are the other cities you have visited in India, if at all you have visited?
So I have been to many places like that of Palestine especially. It is a very beautiful place, and near to it is Chandipur, which is many missiles are also tested there. And near to that is a bigger island, which is famous in India for launching of the missile.
Hmm.
So I've been to that place. It's
Excellent.
a very important. I can say important. It's a beautiful place, and we can learn many things out of it. And in general, I've been to Probationary, Cuttack for a few times.
Outside Orissa?
Outside Orissa, I have not been even a single time because
There was no need. There was no need. I understand. Absolutely. You are correct. Perfectly right. There was no need. Are you willing to be relocate yourself? Supposing you are selected as an officer, you are posted to say Tamil Nadu. What will you do?
so I'm ready to relocate to any place because
How will you manage? You are a say unmarried girl with only 20. You have not had any opportunity to get out of Orissa so far. How will you manage?
actually, I'm looking, presently I'm not decided about my marriage factor, but when it comes, I'll make sure that I'll choose a guy who is suitable for me, who supports me for the place where I prefer to work in. And when that comes in the factor, it will not be a problem for me to relocate to any place. Because probably I'll be choosing a guy who will also be in the banking sector. So
Oh.
I don't think this will be a problem for me, rather it will be a solution to my problem.
Oh, good, good. You feel it's better to choose a person from banking field itself, so that any plus or minus will be there. But will it not be good if you get a guy from IT where he gets a very high pay and all that?
Pardon?
Will it not be good if you get a guy from, say, IT industry, like say Infosys?
Actually, I have not thought about it presently. Presently, I'm totally focusing on my job and my financial stability. So, if ever I get a chance to this factor, then I'll think 1,000 times before getting into that. And then I get a solution to it with a collaborative discussion with my parents, and then I'll take a decision.
Good. See, only in India we have a system of marriages being fixed by parents.
Yes, sir.
Hope you have heard about it.
Yes, sir.
Even in our country, neighboring countries like Philippines, say China and all, the marriages are fixed by the boy or girl himself. What do you think about this? What is your view regarding this?
So, regarding this view, regarding this matter, I have a single view that we, even after we are in our 25, 26, even 30, we are not that mature. We have not experienced the world in the point of view that our parents have looked at it or thought of it.
Excellent.
So, it
Excellent,
can be
excellent.
a decision which is a full time, which is for an entire lifetime basis.
Excellent,
And
Rinki.
even
Very nice. No, no, nice, nice, nice. You have told me nicely. The answer which interviewers will normally like, you are told very well. I am very happy. Good. I think I am very happy with your interview. And supposing you want me to grade, I will give you 9 out of 10. Don't ask me why, what is the basis and all that. 9 out of 10, because your interview is not an ordinary one. You have been able to cover almost all the points I asked. Or possibly I asked in areas which have not landed you into difficulties. Doesn't matter. This is my estimation. If you have any questions to ask, welcome.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I was also looking for such an opportunity, and thank you for giving me such an opportunity to do a telephonic interview.
Yeah.
It has,
No, but one thing, I have not gone into, say, economics and all that. I don't want you to be put into tension. However, I have posted a blog, www.sbank.in, 2-3 days back, about economics.
yes, sir. Yes,
Economics for bank exams.
Website yesterday itself, and I got a lot of help out of it. Many terms, many things are covered under it, and I also got my doubts cleared in that.
Excellent.
Website.
Please go through that.
Yesterday itself.
Yeah, go through the latest one I have posted on economics for bank exams and interviews.
Yes, sir.
So please go through the Human Development Index, Quality Life Index, then Insider Trading, License Fair, then Credit Rating Information Services India Limited, CRISIL, then Non-Performing Assets, Birth Rate, Repo or Repurchase Options, NABARD, SIDB, Hot Money, Agricultural Export Zones, scheduled bank, infant mortality rate. These are like short answer questions. You must be able to answer briefly in the interview. Now tell me, what are your strengths?
So, I believe in the power of self-control and self-motivating nature. So, this thing I carry as my strength. My self-willpower is enough to accomplish what's done. So, this is my strength.
Your willpower to get things done is your strength. Okay, good, 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 good. Very nice. I'm happy you told nicely. Good. Any other questions you have in mind which you would like to ask me?
Actually,
Of course, when you are offered like this in a real interview, it is not a must that you have to ask always some question, because in the case of IT interviews and all, they can ask questions. Sir, when will I be placed, sir? When will I be called and all that. Here that question doesn't arise because you have chosen a bank. And which is your first preference bank?
So my first preference is Central Bank of India.
You have any special reasons?
Sir, actually it's a very mythological reason, because I have read somewhere that Central Bank of India is the only bank which was started by Indians, and not only this reason, we have many branches in Orissa of Central Bank of India. This is also a reason for which I have kept Central Bank of India as the first option.
True. Now, your point that only banks started by Indians is wrong, because banks like Indian Bank, Indian Overseas Bank, were also started by Indians only.
Sir, I was mistakenly told that.
Yeah. Prior to independence itself, these banks were started by our Indians. So that sentence alone you change. You can say that they have got a lot of branches here, so I selected. No problem, absolutely no problem. And then if at all they want to counter and sell you, this bank has got more branches. Sorry sir, I don't know. I was given to understand this has got more branches, so I selected this. That's how you can manage. Yeah.
Sir, if the question is about the last option, so I have not got anything about the last
No, last option, that was the only thing available after marking for others. There was no reason that this should be the last one. I was just marking from the way of first or second. Thereafter, it was all only just by at random selection only, and not based on any particular reasons.
Okay, sir.
Which is invariably the case. Maybe we think about first 1, 2, 3, 4. उसका बाद में तो कुछ सोचते नहीं हम लोग.
ठीक है.
या और कुछ.
This thing also I'll keep in mind.
या और कुछ क्वेश्चन है आपका?
सर अभी तो सर कुछ भी डाउट नहीं है, लेकिन जब भी सर कुछ 2-3 क्वेश्चन सर हो जाएंगे तो मैं आपको कॉल कर सकती हूँ. You can. I suggest you send an email or SMS. Then based on that I can make out a blog and post it, send a link to you, or otherwise I can call and talk to you also. No problem. Okay, sir.
When is your interview? When is your interview?
So my interview is on 23rd.
20?
No, the 23rd.
23rd. Acha, 23rd. In fact, just now in the Facebook I have posted, made a post about questions being asked to another candidate who scored very good, because that candidate studied commerce, and I posted about 10 or 12 questions. So you can also go through that list, and let me just try to get a few questions from that and find out whether you can manage them. Just 1 minute, only 2 minutes. I won't take more time. Only 2-3 minutes. Only 2-3 minutes. I'll just ask. Yeah, this is list of questions. Wait.
I have a single question in my mind. If they ask the question that who has to be blamed for plane crashes? Right now the MIG 180, then the MH 370, and now the QZ8501. So who has to be blamed? Was it the aviation industry or the private airlines? And why government should not take over all the private airlines and airports?
Good question. Good question. A government may not be able to take up all the airports and do it, because number one, investment required may be higher, and further, a capitalist economy is one which makes or brings more investment into our country from other countries. We need more foreign exchange. So that way it is better that private sector is also allowed to play a part in this. And regarding who is to be blamed, it all depends on a particular say incident. For example, In one Malaysian Airlines flight, somebody shot the aircraft, for which the Air Force airlines cannot be responsible. In a recent Air Asia one, the pilot, it seemed, wanted some change of level, which could not be granted because more flights were there at the 30,000 feet. So he was not permitted, and that resulted in his having a bad weather that brought problem to him. So these are the things. It depends on the thing. This question, it's a via media question. You cannot take a stand this way or that way and manage nicely. Though normally we say in interviews your answer has to be definite, some questions may be okay with say medium approach, middle order approach.
So in this case, I can give a diplomatic answer.
Exactly. Tactful answer. Diplomatic का बाद में दूसरा word है tactful. Tactful का मतलब जो बोलना है वो बोलना है, जो ना बोलना है वो ना बोलना है.
Sir.
Could you follow?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now the questions I have put here are very easy ones only. Maybe difference between public limited company, private limited company, not sector. Private limited company, public limited company. What is check truncation system? When can bank return the check? What is IPO? What are the duties and responsibilities of an officer in a bank? Who is the chairman of SBI? Some points about ATM and debit cards. Why do banks offer locker system to customer? What are negotiable instruments? Examples of negotiable instruments. Your views about Modi government. Tell about graduation college. What are preference shares? These are the questions I asked that particular candidate. And that candidate, as I told you that day over the phone also, scored more than 9.5 out of this. In fact, I put it in the blog. It's in the Facebook page itself. So yeah, these questions will be, you can visit the blog, you will get the answers for many of these, and if you don't get, please tell me. I will try to put them as a post in Facebook itself so that you can know it. Chairman of SBI, you must be knowing. Who is chairman of SBI? True. But a blog is one which I have been having for the last 5 or 6 years.
Okay.
And also there is a permanent one. Facebook में बोलने से तो अभी जो कल 2 दिन अगरी I posted. I am not able to make a location of it because it goes back.
I'll go to the blog and I will check it.
Blog में भी आपको मिल जाएगा questions. Or not only in my site, simply put the word and make a search. Maybe there is a better blog which gives you answer.
Okay, sir.
That way you can do it. Who is the chairman of SBI?
Sir, Cuttack is chairman of SBI.
Excellent. Who is the chairman of Bharat Mahila Bank?
Sir, Usha is the chairman of Bharat Mahila Bank.
Excellent. Super. One last question for you. What is check truncation system?
Sir, check truncation system is a process in which a physical check is converted into an electronic form by some electronic medium.
I mean, you can tell it in a different way. Check truncation system is a system by which instead of physically moving the check, the image of the check is moved to the paying banker by the collecting bank.
Okay, sir.
I mean, briefly you can tell like that because you're anyhow. You answered the questions nicely. Your interview is only on 26th or 25th. You said no problem, because interview starts from tomorrow. Interview starts from tomorrow. Tomorrow, some candidates told me it's starting from tomorrow. Wish you best of luck. Keep in touch. After the interview is over, you must send me a list of questions that were asked in your interview.
Yes, sir, sure. I'll be putting a call and then giving the questions which have been asked.
Yeah, that will be good. And if you can remember today what are the questions I asked you, not all of them, a few of them just as this candidate, I will again post it in the Facebook so that it multiplies and many people are able to know it. For example, this one I posted about 30 minutes back. It has got nearly 1520 looks.
Okay, sir.
It will reach more people.
Okay.
Please try to, you don't have to remember everything. जो question आपको लगता है, you can tell. You please tell that. I am sure you will come out successful. Best wishes.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Bye. Good night.